Hi, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why people are so scared of crystals. I'm laughing at this because the maniacal laughter. I walked around with, basically I was just carrying this very nicely because I was doing a product photo shoot on FloridaStoneman.com, and when people saw the crystal, they're just like, when I said, "How are you?" I was walking around and people would see the crystal. They're like, ah, just kind of like as if they fell apart or as if they melted like a witch. And that crystal just keeps away evil. That's it. So let's talk about why this crystal is so powerful. Black tourmaline. We're going to talk about black tourmaline specifically, but why crystals are so scary in general to people. I'd like you guys to put stuff together. Please put some of the stuff together before I teach it, just to know where you're at, my viewers are at. So, what do crystals do? What do crystals do? Yeah, they're healing. They're positive energy. Do crystals have negative energy? No. So, if you're carrying something that's positive energy, what else do crystals do? They protect, and I hope you guys are answering with me. They protect your energy. They revitalize your energy. They restore your energy. They stop your energy from getting stolen. It prevents bad energy from contaminating your energy. It has blessings. It basically takes your energy and increases it so you're receptive to blessings. They have energy of blessings about the energy in the crystals. So anything I'm not saying right now, please fill in the gap at home. I hope you're talking out loud to your computer screens or TVs or etc. phones, whatever. But think about it like this: why are people so scared of them? Are crystals something that humans make? Yeah, humans can make crystals, but do we use the ones that humans make? No, we use natural crystals. Let's think about it like this. Who made natural crystals? God. And what, because I'm going down to the question list right now, it's just because you guys are going to cross people in your life who are deathly scared of crystals. So you could just go about this list as well with them. Just start questioning them. Just like, people like, oh, they're witchcraft. Oh, they're evil. Well, it's someone who doesn't know that the gemstone is a natural occurrence in the earth. It's just science at this point. They're in the earth. Disclaimer, this is a spiritual topic, but Mother Nature, God made nature to make crystals. Naturally, they're naturally occurring. For people who think they're witchcraft, the same people who think crystals are witchcraft are the same people wearing diamonds, rubies, sapphires, same people wearing crystals. Just think about that. People with crystals in their phones, crystals in their TVs. Science uses crystals, so maybe science is witchcraft, huh? Just start thinking about this. Start asking questions. So once you understand that they're just people who find crystals scary are flat out just irrational and illogical. Irrational and illogical. In the angelic language, a lot of words are combined. So just start incorporating this. So this is more of a question video for you and answer video, because now here comes some of the answers. Because I could tell you why people are afraid of crystals, but when you start asking these questions, it makes a little more sense. So a lot of people, and keep in mind, ask this question to yourself: does a crystal heal someone if they're not ready to be healed? The answer is yeah, they actually do. So a crystal just being near someone is forcing that person to heal. So crystals heal the vibration of planet Earth. And you have to understand, when someone's around you wearing crystals, you're especially as necklaces, because necklaces are the most powerful compared to bracelets, etc. Most people have a crystal on their nightstand and they're like, why doesn't it work? Because it's on your nightstand. You gotta wear it as jewelry. So I can go to FloridaStoneman.com. But the thing about crystals is they're pure. They're pure. They heal you. They heal your energy. And whenever you wear them and you're around people, or you carry them when you're around people, it heals whatever is on the person. They contribute to the vibration of planet Earth. So let's just take it like this, because I saw someone at the park today. They were terrified of the crystal. Just terrified. They stopped talking mid-sentence. They're just like, and their face just dropped, and they turned red. I'll tell you what that is as well. Entity removal. So I walked around with black tourmaline. So the person who has an entity on them, like a bandage, it ripped it off. So the person didn't understand it. It's basically like they felt something leaving them just by me walking up the park with the tourmaline, because that entity did not think it would encounter someone in the park with tourmaline. So if that person's soul is good enough, they'll get some healing. Now, it might not be fun, and ask yourself this: is healing fun? It can be. So get to the point, Stone Man. I'm asking all these questions so you guys can put things together. When you're around someone who's really in need of healing, they're going to probably fight the healing if they don't want the healing. So the crystals are just natural healing. All they do is heal. All the gemstones do is heal. Their main assignment is to heal you. So when you walk past someone, for example, when I walked past someone in the park and I was holding tourmaline, giant chunk of tourmaline, what do you think happened energetically? Yeah, I just told you the spoiler is it ripped the entity off the person. Kind of frightened the person because they felt something they never felt before. They felt an entity leave them. Which, if you've ever seen any kind of haunted movies or whatever, when the entity comes off a person, it's like that. And on top of that, the person probably didn't even believe in spirituality. They didn't believe in anything except for what they could see. So, in essence, that was just scary to them. So, their interaction of healing wasn't fun. If you have an arrow stuck, let's just say in your arm, your shoulder, your leg, and you leave the arrow there, it's going to hurt for as long as the arrow is there. Maybe the flesh will heal around the arrow, but the arrow is still there. So that person's walking around with an arrow inside of them, and when they see the crystal basically pulls out the arrow. The entity was the arrow. And it's not fun. It's not fun. Healing's not always fun. Think about a time you were healing. You release a bunch of stuff. So that entity was released. So with all these questions I'm asking, why do they find it scary? It's because people find healing scary. Think about that for a second, because all these questions I've basically led up to is people find healing scary. A lot of people will basically say, oh, healing's not scary, but until you ask these questions, you're like, oh wait, maybe it is. So some people still don't believe that healing is scary, and a lot of people have a different definition of healing. People are like, oh, healing is fun. Oh, healing, it feels nice to heal. It feels nice after you heal, not necessarily during healing. It's tons of shadow work. I'm smelling heavy frankincense right now. There's no frankincense burning, but it smells like a heavy frankincense. It smells delicious. Butterflies flying in the bush, but Archangel Gabriel. The thing you have to understand about healing, it's not always fun. More likely than not, it's probably not fun. So if a person has a lifetime of traumas, a lifetime of dark energy, a lifetime of a hatred, a lifetime of limiting beliefs, a lifetime of no abundance, a lifetime of just sadness and anger, and they encounter something that counters that, they encounter something that's trying to fix their energy, these people don't want to be fixed. These people are in set ways. I'm not talking about, when I say these people, I'm saying people in general who haven't healed a long time. They know their way and they don't want to change their way, because after a certain time, after the age of 20, 30, 40, these people are set in their ways. Unless something big hits them, and that's what the crystals like Moldavite are for. But you really have to ask yourself, are these people scared of crystals because they think they're witchcraft and they think they're dangerous? Or are they so stuck in their ways to the point where they're not willing to learn about what's going to heal them, and they're afraid about something healing them? That's with a lot of that's a lot of, I'm going to talk about this right now. That's with people and their connections to their angels. Most importantly, people in their connection with God, because I know everyone's connection with God is completely different, but I know of people who are basically have gone the path of being atheist, and I can say I respect everyone's path, but I just plead the fifth on that one. Coming from an angelologist and a man of God, on people's deathbeds is when people basically confront their shadows. Let's just say these people who don't believe in anything at all, they're challenging stuff around them because they're so stuck in their ways. They expect the world around them to change versus the world in them to change. So that's why the crystals are so scary. That's why they're like, oh, why doesn't God show me this sign, when that person's so hard-headed that you can basically, an angel can fly out of the sky and land directly in front of them, and they're like, oh, that could have been my that could have been a hallucination. It's like, what's gonna get it through to you? So essentially, it's people not wanting to change on the inside that makes the outside world scary. So in essence, a lot of times most of the time people are scared of something they don't understand. And I'm gonna, even for my absolute crystal lovers, for the people in my video who just love crystals, think about this right now. I'm gonna challenge you. You're getting challenged right now. Uh-oh, you thought you were safe in this video. You're safe, but I'm still gonna challenge you, okay? Now, when you first started off with crystals, what crystal was the scariest crystal to you? I'm gonna say, what crystal was the scariest to me? A long time ago when I was young, a scary crystal, I thought the crystal was like cursed or something because it was so vicious and it was just like, it unrelented. But what's the scariest crystal ever for you? Or what was it? What was the crystal that's the toughest for you to work with? Like, let's just say you put the crystal on and everything got crazy and chaotic. It could have been moldavite, etc. But after wearing it for a while, it seemed to have gone down. The effects have gone away. Was it that it was scary and it stopped being scary, or it was healing a part of yourself that needed to be healed, and it finished its job? It did its job. It healed you, but it's continuing to heal you on a small scale because it's no longer doing it on a large scale now. For me, I'll tell you about my experience right now. Being in Florida, Florida is a very interesting place, especially at the middle school and high school I went to. A lot of people practicing black magic. People learned it from their parents. They'd bring it to school. Everyone wanted to be. Let me just say this right now. I'm not sure how other people's proms are at high school, middle school, etc. But instead of her being prom queen, people wanted to be the voodoo queen. Okay, that should say something to you. So these people are conjuring so much stuff in my school, and a crystal was very vicious when I was around it. Bloodstone. What did I say bloodstone did? It gets rid of demons. So the crystal was just so just scary. The crystal was just like it was like paranormal activity. It was like things would go flying, etc. And I'm like, what's this bloodstone? Like, is this thing cursed? And I was Googling online, this bloodstone cursed? And then you find forums about crystals are witchcraft. No, it was removing demons. And the demons didn't want to go, so they put up a fight. Same thing with people. When they have an entity on them that doesn't want to leave, they'll fight. So, was it the bloodstone that was scary, or it was getting rid of something that was scary? I thought it was a bloodstone originally, and I thought like what's wrong with this crystal? What's this crystal doing? Like, and the crystal, when bloodstone is strong, it changes colors. So you can take a piece of bloodstone, and when it removes a demon, it will turn red. And that could freak a lot of people out. It's just like, well, why? Because it's energy. Bloodstone's cuckoo. It's nuts. I'm talking about malachite. So some people think malachite's bad because how rough malachite is on healing, but bloodstone is like, it's just like a battering ram. It's like a hammer. And it just hits everything around you, and it's just like, why is everything so crazy? It's because it's removing demons. And they put up a fight before they leave. They put up a heavy fight before they leave. They try to make everything happen to you because they don't want to leave. They've been there longer than you have, and they just don't want to leave. So, in essence, when I walked past the person in the park, did they look at the crystal and they thought it was scary? Or, I already told you guys, it removed something off the dude. Oh, I just wasn't supposed to say if it was a guy or a woman, whatnot, because, okay, I try to keep people anonymous, but their eyes opened at me and they stopped talking halfway through the sentence, and they look at the crystal and it's just like, and I know it happened. Entity removed. It felt like something from a movie. And the truth is, the real life is the movie, and it did some form of healing that that person never expected, and it was scary. So automatically they'll associate crystals with being scary. It's because it forced the person to heal and forced the person to elevate. If you ever pay attention when you wear multiple crystals, you're gonna have a tough time. You won't see many people around. When I say in that regard, it's when you wear all the crystals, you won't see many people around who are not vibrationally compatible with you. God will always remove them from your life. The crystal's vibration will make it very tough for them to come around, unless they decide to want it to grow. Unless their soul craves to grow, then they'll be around you, where they feel the crystal's energy when you wear the crystals. And that's about it. If any questions, ask them in the comment section. Check out floridastoneman.com. New product going on the website today. Very special surprise. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.